services.
But that's the suggestion from the president. In fact, his declarative statement is that 8.5 million people are getting those, when in fact
they are. I mean, I think that is the case. And again, what else is being done in terms of rebates? I just don't have that information, but we can get it for you, I'm sure, and HHS can get it for you.
On Syria, it's been a little over a month since the administration declared that chemical weapons were used by the Assad regime and decided to consider arming rebels. Today, General Dempsey in Congress said that he has provided the president with some options. When do you expect the president to make a decision, and is it getting to the point that conditions on the ground where we have rebels fighting rebels now, where it might be beyond a point that...
Well, I'm not sure what decision you're asking about. The president has already decided that we should ramp up the assistance we provide to the Syrian military council, and we are. We are providing by far the most significant amount of humanitarian aid to the Syrian people, and coordinating with our allies and partners and the opposition to help buttress and strengthen the opposition as they endure a withering assault by Bashar al-Assad and his forces, aided by Hezbollah and Iran. What is also the case is the president always asks from his military commanders for options, and that is true in any arena like Syria. But the president has made clear and has answered questions here about his view that there won't be U.S. boots on the ground in Syria, for example. But he, as a general matter, he's constantly reviewing our options in Syria because not to do so would not be fulfilling his responsibility as he sees it, which is to constantly evaluate a changing situation there in terms of what's in our national interests and what is the best way to help the Syrian people and the Syrian opposition bring about the day when they can rid themselves of Assad's tyrannical rule and begin the business of rebuilding their country and hopefully living in under a government that respects the rights of all Syrians and affords them the opportunity for a better future.
What is the president's assessment of conditions on the ground? As I said, we've had reports of rebels fighting rebels now. Is it getting to a point where use of force by the U.S. in some fashion or providing weapons doesn't really correct the situation or foster a political resolution?
Well, look, we're constantly assessing the situation. There's no question that the situation on the ground is serious and has been for some time. Assad is the opposition continues to fight back and resist Assad, and while there are ups and downs on the battlefield and changes in momentum, the fact is Bashar al-Assad will never again rule Syria in the way that he did before. And the Syrian people demand, rightfully, new leadership and a new government. And we are focusing our efforts to help bring about the day when a transition can take place that will help Syria turn the corner towards a cessation of violence and reconciliation and the possibility of a government that respects the rights of all of Syria's people.